Yes guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel, and it is time for match week number 12 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Now let's have a quick look at how we did in match week 11. Now, considering that there were only 9 games played because of obviously Aston Villa versus Newcastle United being postponed, I actually got 9 points, and that was I got one perfect score, and that was Tottenham's 2-0 win over Arsenal. And after that, I only got like Burnley, Everton, and West Brom Palace outcomes wrong as well. Top scorers. Now there was a four-way tie in this one. So top scorers for match week 11, and with 11 points, Alexander Oz, Sir Klopp, Shane O'Donnell, and Reece Woods. All of you were top scorers last week, so very, very well done to the 4 of you. Absolutely fantastic from you guys. So before we start match week 12, please hit the like button, please hit the share button, and please hit that subscribe button as well. Also, a big happy birthday to my good friend Russell Bland from Eat Sleep United Repeat. It's his birthday today, so I hope he has a very, very good day. And yeah, it's a big week for his Manchester United for sure, as the match of the weekend is definitely Manchester United against Manchester City in this one. So let's start with Leeds United against West Ham United. The last 5 between the sides was down 4 wins to Leeds and 1 draw. The last result was a 1-0 win to Leeds United. Well, the thing about Leeds United, you can say they are very good going forward. That partnership of obviously Bamford and obviously Harrison in behind them, Cleich as well. They are very, very good going forward. But at the back, they do leak goals, and you always have a chance against Leeds United. I thought against Chelsea they played very, very well for most of the game. Chelsea did deserve to win in the end. But you have to say, Leeds United are a very good side, and they will give teams real problems this season. There's no denying that. West Ham United also coming off the back of a 3-1 defeat to Manchester United. Took the lead from Thomas Souček as well. They were unlucky. They were unlucky not to, get anything out of that game. Manchester United did win 3-1 in the end, but missed chances yet again for David Moyes' side, and that is something they're going to have to, work upon for sure. So this is a really hard one to call. West Ham haven't beaten Leeds in the last 5. Leeds United going in a little bit, patchy form, etc. I know they won against Everton, and I know they obviously lost against Chelsea. This is a really hard one to call. West Ham have been in very, very good form. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Leeds United and West Ham. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw between the sides. Wolves against Aston Villa. Now, we have a derby in this one. The last 5 between the sides have done 3 wins to Wolves, 1 draw, and 1 win to Aston Villa. The last result was a 2-1 win to Wolves. Wolves licking their wounds, really, after a 4-0 defeat to Liverpool at the weekend. I have to say, yeah, they did start very, very well in that game. It was just after that, Liverpool grew into the game and, took their chances. A 4-0 defeat as well. You don't see Wolves getting beat 4-0. I think only West Ham have beaten Wolves 4-0 this season as well. So it was a big surprise from, Wolves to, lose 4-0, especially. But they are missing Jimenez, you have to say. They are missing a potent threat up front. Podence is good, don't get me wrong. Very, very quick. Neto is very, very good, and then you got Adama Traore as well. So they're going to have to deal with that front 3 for most of the season, I would say. Maybe give Fabio Silva a chance. But yeah, they won't be playing Liverpool every week, let's put it that way. Aston Villa, well, their game against Newcastle United was postponed. Big news from Villa's side of things. Ross Barkley will miss this game. Still injured, I believe, so he will miss this game. So that's another big blow for Aston Villa as well. Really hard one to call this one, but I'm going to go for a Wolves win in this one. I think Wolves actually are due a win, and I'm going to go for the same result as last season. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Wolverhampton Wanderers in this game. And we have Newcastle United against West Brom. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 1 win to Newcastle, 2 draws and 2 wins to West Brom. The last result was a 1-0 win to West Brom. As I've said, Newcastle United, due to obviously a big outbreak of COVID-19 at the training ground, their game against Aston Villa was postponed. It remains to be seen if their game against West Brom will go ahead. I think probably it will go ahead. This is a 3 o'clock kickoff, so it's going to be on BT Sport. So a big, big game. Yeah, I don't expect many goals in this game. Let me just put it that way. I don't expect many goals. It's going to be a very, very nervy affair. Newcastle United obviously coming off the back of obviously not playing at the weekend. West Brom licking their wounds again. 5-1 defeat at home to Crystal Palace. But I've probably seen one of the worst red cards of the season yet by VAR. I'm sorry, but if that is a red card for Matheus Pereira, where he has caught Patrick Van Aanholt, but he's trying to get his legs out of the way. I mean, Paul Tierney goes over to the monitor. VAR decides it's a red card. For me, it's not a red card. Absolutely ridiculous decision by VAR. And, West Brom suffered because of that. 5-1 defeat, which is really, really worrying as well. Yeah, this is not going to be a classic, let's put it that way. I'm going to go for a Newcastle win. Newcastle United 1, West Brom 0. I'm going to go for. So, not many goals in this game. The game of the week, it has to be this one. It's Manchester United against Manchester City. Ole versus Pep. Ole has got a decent record against Pep, hasn't he? 3 wins out of the last 4 games against Manchester City. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to United and 2 wins to City. The last result was a 2-0 win to Manchester United. Well, big week for Manchester United, as I've said. They play Leipzig this evening. Going to be really interesting if they can get through that game, because Leipzig are a tricky side to get past, but they only need a draw. They were very good against West Ham. Paul Pogba in the headlines yet again. Scored at the weekend, and then Mino Raiola comes out and says, I think Paul Pogba is finished at Manchester United. Talk about timing, Mino. Talk about timing. Absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, I wouldn't want Paul Pogba at Liverpool. No, not with Mino Raiola there. No, absolutely not. But Manchester United, very good win against West Ham. Bruno Fernandes came off the bench, changed the game again. I mean, without Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United look a very ordinary side, it has to be said. Manchester City coming off the back of a 2-0 win over Fulham. Very good performance from Kevin De Bruyne. Looks like he's back to his flying best. He was fantastic for sure against Fulham. But it remains to be seen if Sergio Aguero will be back for this game as well. So I'm going to say that Manchester United will continue their good recent record against Manchester City, and that would make it 4 wins out of the last 5 for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Manchester United 2, Manchester City 1. I'm going to go for Manchester United to win the Manchester Derby. Everton against Chelsea now. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Everton, 2 draws, and 1 win to Chelsea. The last result was a 3-1 win to Everton. Wow, what has happened to them? 1-1 with Burnley. They went behind very early on to Robbie Brady. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Who else is going to score, for Everton is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think that's 10 goals this season so far. Very, very good. It might be even 11 for the season. Very, very good from, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But Everton will be kicking themselves because Sigurdsson has a chance right at the death to win it for Everton. Plays it straight to Nick Pope. So that kind of sums his career at Everton up in a nutshell. Chelsea coming off the back of a 3-1 win over Leeds United. They can afford to rest players. They're playing Krasnodar tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. They're playing Krasnodar tomorrow. If they can afford to rest players because they're already through. Only thing that really decides their group is obviously winning the group basically. But 11 goals swing between them and Chelsea and Sevilla. So Chelsea are in good form anyway. So they'll be able to afford to rest players. Chelsea, I think, are going to win this one. I think Chelsea are going to win this one. Going to go for a 2-1 win to Chelsea in this one. And now we move in to the Sunday games, and it is Southampton against Sheffield United. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Saints, 2 draws as well. The last result was a 3-1 win to Southampton. Southampton, a very good win against Brighton last night. In controversial circumstances, though. David Coote in the headlines yet again. A very, very bad decision to give a penalty for Southampton. Yes, I mean, Kyle Walker-Peters is, going into the box. Solly March does catch him, but the contact comes from outside the box. And, VAR check it, and they've decided it's a penalty. Honestly, it was never a penalty. Should have been a free kick. But Southampton, Danny Ings is back, of course, so that is very, very good news for the Saints. Sheffield United, so close to getting a point against Leicester City. Yes, Leicester City, may have hit the bar a couple of times, but Ollie McBurney scoring as well, which will make his confidence, will give him the world of good for sure. Really difficult one to lose, and it had to be Jamie Vardy as well to rub salt into the wounds of Sheffield United. They need to win quickly. They do need to win quickly. A really hard run-in as well coming up. So I am going to go for a Southampton win in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Southampton. And we have a London derby again. We have Crystal Palace against Tottenham. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 4 wins to Spurs and 1 draw. The last result was 1-1 draw. And this was the last game of last season as well. Crystal Palace 5-1 win over West Brom. Christian Benteke getting on the score sheet yet again. So very, very well done to him. Wilfred Zaha returning in fine style with 2 goals as well. It was a very good performance in that second half from Crystal Palace. Yes, obviously they were helped by the red card given to Matheus Pereira, but it was a very, very good performance from Crystal Palace, and you have to say that 5-1 definitely surprised them for sure. So this is going to be a really interesting game because Tottenham are coming off the back of a North London derby victory. My word, what a goal from Heung-min Son. Unbelievable strike. I mean, you could question the defending for Arsenal. They allowed them to come forward, but the curl on that, the bend on it was absolutely fantastic. So great goal from Son, and Kane again, very, very good as well. But this is a big week for Tottenham. They're away to Crystal Palace and then away to Liverpool. So big test coming up for Tottenham. I'm going to go for a Tottenham win in this one. I don't think it's going to be a classic. Crystal Palace always make it difficult for you for sure. Going to go for a 1-0 win to Tottenham in this one. And now we have Fulham against Liverpool. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 5 wins to the Reds. The last result was a 2-1 win to Liverpool. Fulham, I think they'll be pretty happy with obviously only a 2-0 defeat to Manchester City. Scott Parker said they played very, very well in that game, and he said that he was pleased with the manner of the defeat as well. Kept the score down, that was the main thing as well. But they're coming back in front of their... though there will be fans at Craven Cottage. There'll be 2,000 fans at Craven Cottage, so that could make all the difference for sure. But they are coming up against the Liverpool, who won 4-0 against Wolves. I have to say, I was very, very impressed with how we played. That's probably the best we've played in a long, long time. Yes, 2,000 fans in the Kop singing their hearts out as well. Very, very good performance from Liverpool. Kelleher, I can't remember the last time a Liverpool goalkeeper kept a clean sheet on his Champions League debut and his Premier League debut. So very, very well done to Quihim Kelleher. I've probably butchered that name, but who knows. But yeah, very, very good performance from the Reds. I am going to go for a Liverpool win in this one, and I think I know Fulham made it difficult for Everton on their last home game. I think Fulham will make it difficult for Liverpool as well, but I'm going to go for a Liverpool win, a comfortable Liverpool win. Fulham 0, Liverpool 3 I'm going to go for. And now we have Arsenal against Burnley. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 4 wins to Arsenal and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-1 win to Arsenal. Oh, dearie me. Arteta ball. Arsenal are 15th. 15th. Were they ever 15th under Unai Emery? Were they ever 15th under Arsene Wenger? Probably not. Probably not. At this stage in the season as well, it's just honestly, just from start to finish against Tottenham, I even said that I would be amazed if Arsenal got anything out of the Tottenham game, and I was proved right. It was a poor performance from Arsenal, really, really poor. I mean, Bellerin, whatever you can say about him, he is to blame for the second goal because he gives Aubameyang a ball that doesn't even go to him, and then Spurs break, counter-attacking Spurs under Mourinho, and that was a very, very good goal from Harry Kane. It was a very, very good finish. So Arsenal back in front of their home fans at the Emirates, but the thing is, Arsenal don't look like winning a game right now. They really, really don't, and their running is absolutely terrible. After Burnley, they've got Southampton at home, they've got Everton away, and they've got Chelsea away. So Arteta is definitely under pressure. You can definitely tell that. Will he get the season? Who knows? Who knows? But Burnley are coming off the back of a 1-1 draw with Everton. Very good performance from Burnley, actually. Really hard, really tough one to take away from that. They could have probably won that game as well, but Everton did have a chance in the last minute. But very good draw for Burnley. Burnley always make it tricky for Arsenal. Anytime they go to the Emirates, they always make it tricky. I'm going to say that Burnley will get a draw at the Emirates. I'm going for Arsenal 1, Burnley 1 in this one. And the final game to preview and predict is Leicester City against Brighton. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Leicester and 2 draws. The last result was a 0-0 draw between the sides. Leicester City, very good win at Sheffield United, it has to be said. Ayoze Perez getting his first goal of the season. Very, very good from him. And then Jamie Vardy, of course, breaks away, and you usually know when Jamie Vardy breaks away, he's always going to score. And took offence to a corner flag, but very good performance from Leicester City, it has to be said. Very, very good. I was very impressed with the way they played. Brighton, hard luck, Brighton. I mean, they took the lead obviously for a Pascal Gross penalty. And then allowed Southampton back into the game. Vestergaard, fantastic header, but he gets a free header, and someone has to be on Vestergaard. But it was a very, very good finish anyway from Yannick Vestergaard. And then obviously the controversial penalty right at the end. They lose 2-1, but the thing is with Brighton, they are getting good games. They are giving teams good games. It's just points they need now. So that is something you have to say for sure. So I'm going to go for a Leicester City win in this one. I know I finished 0-0 the last time, but I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Leicester City in this one. So that is it. That is match week 12 done and dusted. As always, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Alexander Oz, Sir Klopp, Shane O'Donnell and Reese Woods, you will get a shout out in the next video. So let's go through the match week predictions again. Leeds United 1, West Ham United 1, Wolves 2, Aston Villa 1, Newcastle United 1, West Brom 0, Manchester United 2, Manchester City 1, Everton 1, Chelsea 2, Southampton 2, Sheffield United 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 1, Fulham 0, Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1, Burnley 1, and Leicester City 2, Brighton 0. So that is it. That is match week 12 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And we have games this weekend, and then we have games the next midweek. So predictions coming in thick and fast. I will do my very, very best to get these out to you guys, and we'll see what happens for sure. But some good games. Manchester Derby, obviously the highlight of the weekend for sure. And then Wolves, Aston Villa. Couple of derbies in there. Wolves, Aston Villa, Manchester United, Manchester City, of course, and obviously Crystal Palace against Tottenham. So some good games for you all to watch and enjoy for sure. Right, so that is it. That's from me. If you do like this content, please hit that subscribe button. Smash a like on this video as well. Enjoy your match week 12. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic weekend. Obviously, Leeds United, West Ham kicks things off on Friday night. And games coming in thick and fast. Got some games midweek. looking forward to them as well. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your Premier League weekend. Enjoy the Manchester derby if you're a Manchester United or Manchester City fan. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.